on paper with a scope-mounted SKS. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. In a previous episode, we put a scope mount on the SKS here and ordered a scope. Well, the scope has arrived. These are the details on the scope, and we shall see. It's a variable scope. It is a shorty, and it comes significantly with integral mounts. This scope has an integral mount adjustment here and a large crossbar that uncharacteristically is rounded. Most such crossbars are rectilinear, designed to fit in one of these slots. We shall see. Okay, that seems to be better. Okay. It's on there somewhat. Now the movement back and forth is in the mount. That's not right here in this mechanism. That's in the mount. There is a little movement backward and forward. One thing I wanted to make sure of when I chose this scope is that the cartridges eject freely. And as you see, the front of the scope and the mount are all back of the end of boat travel here. So the cartridges should go this way and hopefully not impact the scope when it's firing. So that will be the first test we will make. Support this channel by buying my outdoor books, business books, and novels and recommending them to libraries. I have a variety of books. The oldest is Backyard Deer Hunting, which still remains a good primer for the beginning hunter. I also have a line of inexpensive e-books on various aspects of muzzleloading, including this one on how to build or restore a muzzleloading gun. My business books include Make Your Own Job, Anytime, Anywhere, at Any Age, which means exactly what it says. And my newest is Real Wealth, How to Obtain and Keep It, which examines what wealth really is. My first novel, Until Death Do You Part, An American Family Meets Their Sicilian Cousins, was recently awarded the prestigious Hemingway Prize for a screenplay derived from the general plot. Looking through the scope, I have a green illuminated crosshair here. Looking at the splatter on the target, it appears that the shot is way low. This scope is set up for 223. and it has no provision for windage adjustments that I have found thus far. Of course, we guys don't read directions, and maybe there are some in there, but we will. So right now, I took the maximum elevation here, which means I adjusted it to 500 yards. The bullet did hit the target, but approximately in line, more or less. Well, I've had guns with Kentucky windage, all right, but none that was ever that far off. So far as function, did fine. So let's go down and look at our target. Yeah, we sort of got it on paper. And in fact, I was aiming right here, and it was shooting 10 inches off to the right. So what I did is I used a reticle, and there are several available with this scope, by the way, some of which are illuminated red and some of which are illuminated green, and then one straight black crosshair. So I used a German style crosshair with a fine cross here and then a coarser cross picking up here, and then put the coarser cross here, and also turn the elevation up to 500 yards for a course adjustment. And that's how this group resulted. Not very good. This is the reverse of that group, and that's why you're seeing the exit holes here rather than the entrance holes. But yeah, we got it on paper, sort of. Well, we did the guy thing, and after we exhausted that, we actually looked at the manual. And what the manual tells us is that there are fine windage and elevation adjustments. So I will be able to adjust much more nearly to the point of aim and center the crosshairs on the game and ultimately hit with it. Now, the accuracy was not very great. Two things contribute to that. One is the trigger pull on this gun is not at all good. It is long and creepy, and you tend to pull the trigger, and I pulled one at least completely off the target, and it shot low. And the other thing is the mount, even before the scope was mounted, has play in this direction. Back and forth, not so much. It seems to be tight. But this is caused by the mount itself, meaning this attachment right here, rather than this attachment from here up. So that's not much I can do with right now. I will hunt with this gun tomorrow morning. And we are hunting on a feeder, and we're hunting from a tire stand at 50 yards away. the iron sights will work at that range for sure. So we will see what develops. Ultimately, we will do more shooting with it and see if we can get a more precise sighting in. But right now, yeah, I can use the scope to examine the deer if nothing else, and use the iron sights for good shots. And if I get in very low light and close, yeah, I think I can probably put one, even with the scope, in the kill area of a deer. Hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Goodbye and God bless.